Good evening, folks, and here we are again, Bikes, Boats and Bits. It'll be a short one tonight. Basically what we've got to do is we've got some steel bar we've got to cut and drill and whatever for boat trailer rollers. So that's pretty much the last job for getting the other trailer ready to get this boat on it. And yeah, so we're going to set about that tonight. Video's production slowed down a bit recently because I've gone back into full-time employment, so we haven't had the luxury of having a whole week to spend down here to do bits and pieces. But yeah, so we're getting on top of it as much as we can. So that's what we're going to do tonight anyway. So we're going to get some measure up, get the bar cut, get it drilled, ready for the we've got the new rollers for it, so we've just got to drill it for the split pins and stuff, but we've got to get some measurements first. All right, so that's what we're at. Right, as you'll see, we've got a very old school setup here, the old modern donkey. So we need 340 mils, so we're going to go about 342. Gives us room to face it off, etc. We was going to have this done yesterday. This is when we started this video, but when we actually got in here to set up, there was no power. So it's now Monday, a day later, doesn't matter. We need 7 of these. As you see, it's not the fastest process in the world, but it does cut. And you have to keep these slides lubricated. Things. They are pretty good. Look after them. So it's not mega fast, but it probably could use a new blade by now, but it does. We could actually use a backstop on this if we haven't got one. That would make repeated cuts for the same length ideal, but as I said, for the moment we haven't got one. I haven't got around to making one. Theoretically it wouldn't be too difficult. Well, it wouldn't be too difficult. It's just at the moment just having the time. As you know, we have plenty of other projects to keep us busy at the moment, but it's something we will get around to doing and no doubt feature on this channel as well. That's that one. As you can see, it's quite a reasonable cut on the end there, so that'll clean up nicely. Okay, so that's them cut, so we're now taking them to the lathe. We will do a clean up on them. Let's just face the ends off, put a chamfer on so we don't, so there's no slicing of mitts, etc. Then once that's all done, then we'll be across to the mill where we can get them drilled, ready for the split pins, and that pretty much will be that. So that's the first end cleaned and chamfered. Now we've just got to work out how much we've got over. Over is preferable to under, so let's give this a quick measure. This doesn't have to be massively accurate, so a tape measure will do. And we've got 1.5 mil. So let's load him up. Again. Yeah, just a smidgen over, I don't know if you probably can't see that, just a smidgen over 340 mil. That will do. So instead of chopping and changing, I'm going to face all of them off, and then we'll chamfer all of them off. You see basically what we're doing. Slide it there, touch it off, bring it out, bring it over about a mil. Push it through on the feed. So then done. So I don't think there's going to be a lot between these ones. Doesn't really matter. Touch it off, bring it out, shoot it over about a mil, mil and a half, set it in. Now this steel is the EN8 and that's machined quite nicely. So now we've just got to rinse and repeat another 5 times. Which I'm guessing you don't really need to be seeing. We'll just measure it. Just make sure we're close. Yeah, 340. So I'll just rattle these off camera and we'll come back to it. Right, so that's those 7 done and one smaller one. So it's now getting on. It's time to go take the dog for a walk, have a couple of beers and have some tea. So we'll come back tomorrow evening after work and we'll get those drilled. We've got two choices of how we do that. We'll see how we get on tomorrow. Right, catch you then. Okay, so we've set up. We're on the centre line this way. We've got this flush with the edge of the vise and we're coming in 10 mil. So that's where we want to drill it. So we've got a centre drill in there. We're going to, hopefully this isn't going to walk off the top of the bar. If it does, then we're going to have to refigure it with a slight flat on it, but we'll try it. Centered. We must fix this sometime. So that's centered. Then we'll go at it with a 5mm drill bit. It's a bit of an arse way of doing this because it's like backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. I think what I might do is, if I leave that in there, I've got another collet ring. Put the brakes on. And the one thing I do want to try and do, yeah, just make sure it's sitting on top of a parallel. So what we don't want to do is drill into the vise. So, alright, let's run her up. That's wrong way. Go the right way. So I know it's curious things. You have to remember which way the direction of rotation is. As soon as you go from low to high, it changes. It seems to be drilling quite nicely. There we go, number one. So now what we've got to do, we'll just brush the swarf off of that, like that. Just slacking him off. So again, just got the centre divot in here. Really must invest in some new centre drills. These are only cheap and nasty, so they weren't the best, but they do a job. They weren't quite as cheap as Amazon or Temu, but although having said that, people seem to be saying that Temu stuff is quite decent. But not having used it, I'm not going to say it is or it isn't. I really must fix this switch. Don't want to lean on it too hard because it'll make the drill walk. Some people peck it like that. It breaks the swarf off. Yeah, we're through again. What I'm going to do is I'll do this one, then we'll do the rest off camera because I don't suppose you really need to see all 26 operations. Lines there. See, centering it is just enough to stop that drill bit walking off the centre line. So I didn't really want to get to the point where I had to drill a slight flat on it to get it to work. Which of course is another option. but we'd rather not. So if you needed to make the positioning more repeatable, as in like have the hole the same, exactly the same orientation at both ends, what we'd do is when we turn this around, we'd put a pin in this end so we could actually put a square against it. So, because you know that the holes that we're drilling are square to the mill, so if you make that pin square to the mill, then any holes that go in have to be on the same orientation. But that obviously increases the setup time, and again, like I said, this is just for the rollers on a boat trailer, so I'm not too worried. Looks about right, is good enough on this. I think a lot of people make life hard for themselves. It doesn't look level. It's because it wasn't. Make life hard for themselves chasing accuracy they don't need. Obviously, yes, you need to be able to do it when you need it. Once you know how, there's no reason to waste time trying to achieve it, and you don't need it. That won't. Try going in the right direction. That cut's much better. Of course, if you want to be fancy, there's all sorts of different ways you could do this bit as well. I mean, you could groove the bar, use circlips just to be different. There's all, you know, there's always a manner of different things you can do. But the norm seems to be split pins. Split pins are cheap and readily available. We will use stainless ones. Hopefully you can see that the idea of packing that is that it keeps these relatively short rather than having long stringy bits of swarf all over the place. How much of a thing that is, I don't know. It's something I picked up off of YouTube. It seems to work, so come on. Right, so there you go, number 2. As you can see, reasonably in line. By eye, it's good enough. So there you go, we're going to do that a few more times. I'm going to turn the camera off. You don't need to see it all. And we'll come back to you at the end. Right, as it transpires, the centre went completely blunt, so I thought, oh, we'll just try it without centering it. Just do it with the drill bit, and it is working as long as we're steady with it, especially right at the start. It seems to be working quite well, so saved ourselves a bit of time and effort. I suppose it depends on the size of the drill bit and the size of the bar. What we're using here is 19mm, whereas 1905, 3/4 basically.
and you see we're putting 5mm hole in. So if you don't want to kill the north between, be bloody careful. Is kind of all I can suggest here. Just start it nice and gentle. Keep watching the drill bit, make sure it's not flexing. We're also running around about 1000 RPM. Anybody interested? How accurate that is, I don't know. I'll just usually put it somewhere where I think and see how happy it is with it there. Drill seems happy, it's still sharp. So I must be doing something at least slightly right. Right, that's that operation completed. Just snagged the parallel there, but that's alright, no damage. That's good. Right, so that's the last of those pins. So, effectively, we'll get the new ones out of the box, we'll show you what we're about. Right, this is kind of the end product. The shafts we're making, that obviously goes through this roller. Your bracket on the trailer will be there. These go on the ends. Washer, split pin, both ends. And that's kind of all it is. But there you have it. 7 of those all ready to go on the trailer. We'll pick this up. Maybe Thursday night we'll pick this up. And yeah. Basically we can show you these all fitted. Greased up, fitted, ready to go. We've got some other stuff to do to the trailer as well. It won't be during the week this week. We've got the carpets to redo on the bunks because that was all falling off and split and buggered. So there you go. Anyway, we're going to leave this video there and we'll catch you all for the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and we appreciate any feedback you might have, good or bad. And thank you very much. See you again. Bye.